I've trained a number of chefs during my 30 years in the kitchen, and now in the same way I'm able to teach you right here in your own home. It's all about raising the standards. So set up your laptops, sharpen your knives, and get ready to enjoy the techniques and tips from my kitchen. Okay, today's recipe we're going to make a lemon panna cotta with citrus fruits. I've got some pink grapefruit, I've got some passion fruit, I've got a few mandarins that have just come into season, some oranges. I've got some gelatin leaf here, which is slightly unusual, but you get them from supermarkets, come in a small packet of about 5 grams. I'll show you how to use those shortly. I've got milk, cream, a vanilla pod, which you may or may not have used, but again these are also available in the supermarket, and some sugar. I'm going to start by making the panna cotta, which is really an Italian milk pudding. So I've got the cream, very simple to make. The milk, I've got the sugar, and what I'm going to do with the vanilla pod is just split it down the middle, and these are full of little tiny seeds, so we want those to come out and flavour the milk, and by splitting it we're going to get maximum flavour. So we split those down there, and as you can see you get all these little seeds like that, and what they're going to do is they're going to give it a really nice vanilla flavour. So I'll just pop those in there like that, and I'm then going to use some lemon to flavour it with. So we're going to just use the yellow of the lemon, no white, because it's quite bitter. And you can do that straight into the pot. Now you can flavour your panna cotta with pretty well whatever you like. At Biscoe & Bolton we use star anise, so something a little bit different. But you know, you can just do a vanilla panna cotta if you like. I'll put one more lemon in, because it is lemon, so we want to make sure that we get maximum flavour. Right, that's enough for that. So I'm just going to pop that on the heat. Be careful we don't overheat it. We just want to bring it up to a simmer and then take it straight off. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to prepare the citrus salad and soak the gelatin. So to soak the gelatin, all we do is use cold water and make sure that it is cold, and just enough water just to cover the gelatin leaves. Just make sure that they're all covered by the water, and that'll just sit there until we need it. And they'll become soft and almost like rubber. So just leave those. They'll sit there for quite a while too, without deteriorating. So we're going to start with the grapefruit. We just want to cut the top and the bottom off from the grapefruit, and use your large knife and just cut all the pith and skin off the grapefruit, exposing the flesh. Try not to take too much flesh off. And this way you'll be able to get rid of all that white bitter part of the fruit. I'll do an orange as well. So same again, just the top and the bottom. Remove that, and just follow the contour of the orange. You can do this with lemons and limes also. Alright, so there's a couple of oranges and a couple of grapefruit, which is probably enough for this dish itself. Alright, so with the passion fruit, now that they're in season, I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to just take the seeds out and try to keep all that juice in, because there's quite a lot of juice in the bottom, so we don't want to lose that. So just use a spoon and just pop those into a container until you're ready to use them. A couple of those will be enough. Alright. Get rid of those. Okay, I'm going to use my big knife. If you feel that it's too big for you, you can use a small knife, which is called a paring knife. So just cut down either side of the membrane and tip that out into your bowl. And we want to retain the juice as well, so do it over the bowl so all that juice goes into the fruit. So I'm going to use my big knife if I'm more comfortable for myself. So either side. Just watch the last couple of segments, you don't want to go straight through. And then just squeeze that juice. Okay, we'll do a grapefruit, so same thing. Other side of the membrane. Really nice pink grapefruit this time of year. As I say, just keep an eye on your milk and cream, you don't want it to boil over. Well, it's going to make quite a mess on your stove. And you lose some of that volume as well. So I can hear that it's just starting to come up to the boil, so I'll take it off. I'll leave it on the side of the stove just till we finish the grapefruit. So this gelatin, as you can see, has become really soft and almost rubber-like. So just squeeze that excess water out and pop it into a bowl till we need it. Bring our milk and cream over, and I'm going to stir that gelatin into the milk and cream mixture. So just lay it in there and just mix it until the gelatin has dissolved. And it will dissolve pretty quickly. See, it's almost gone now. Now at this stage what I want to do is I just want to taste it, because we've got the lemon in there and I want to make sure that we get, you know, that a lemon flavour. If it's called lemon Pannacotta, it needs to taste like lemon, so just always check everything. And I can taste the lemon coming through quite strong. It doesn't take much. So I'm just going to set that back on the stove and just so it comes down to room temperature, and then I'm going to strain it through a sieve to remove any large pieces of vanilla that are in there. Okay, this is all our fruit has been segmented. We've got the juice from the fruit, so nothing's been wasted. We've got our passion fruit here ready to go. So I'm going to strain off the Pannacotta. It's cooled down to room temperature. So just through a sieve, not too fine because you don't want to strain out all the vanilla seeds. You can see them just sitting in the bottom of the pot there. So put that aside. And then all we're going to do now is put them into our moulds. And I've got a couple of different presentations here. We've got a martini glass, which is kind of nice because not everybody has deep moulds like I've got here. So just pop those in. Don't overfill it, but it is a really nice way to end a meal. It's nice and fresh, not too heavy. I know my daughter makes it all the time. She makes, she just loves panna cotta, so she's in the garden picking. We use lemon balm at home, so that's always quite a nice different flavour to have. Even a cup, you could even make it in a cup if you like, and just serve it in the cup on a saucer, maybe a coffee flavoured one. So just top them up to that rim, and then we can refrigerate them. They're probably going to take anywhere between 30 minutes and 1 hour. So, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to get these panna cottas from the fridge. They've had about 30 minutes to an hour, so we can finish them off. Okay, I've given you, as I say, a couple of different presentations here. I'm going to do one in a bowl, and one I'm going to serve in a martini glass. So to remove the one from the ramekin, just use a bit of hot water, nice sharp knife, and just cut around the outside of the panna cotta, and then I'm going to remove that lid. I'm going to put a little quenelle of cream on top of each of the desserts. So again, just use a nice hot spoon and just a nice dollop on top. Now for the last one, the martini glass, we'll just use 2 spoons and right in the middle. This will give it a little bit of height, a little bit more texture to the dish. Clean your spoons off, and then we're going to add the citrus to the top of it, or around it, as we're going to do for this one here. So just really just whatever fruit you like most, grapefruit, bit of mandarin, orange, and then some little passion fruit to go over the top of the citrus fruits. So just plonk those around. A really nice fresh summery dessert. And then what we're going to do is just a little bit of the juice over the top. Like that. Like so, and then just a passion fruit, just give it a mix around. So you break up those seeds a wee bit and just sprinkle a few of those around. Get plenty of the juice in there as well. That gives it a really nice presentation and gives it also some texture because the seeds have got a really nice flavour, crunch. So there's one presentation for us. And again, if you haven't got any moulds, we can do it in a glass. So, you know, there's lots of different glasses that you can serve this in. And I'm just going to pop these right on top. I wouldn't try to make it too structured. And again, just a passion fruit on top of that. There's our lemon panna cotta with citrus fruits and passion fruit. Again, it's really simple to make, really adaptable, and quite inexpensive to do so. So enjoy.